So I'm in Malaysia for a wedding, and right now we're at the head-end party getting ready for the next day, which was the wedding day. We get there, we help set up, and when I say this is one of the prettiest venues I've ever seen, the floral design, the lighting, everything was just so perfect, and I was really excited to see what the wedding day had in store for us. This is the outfit that I wore for the wedding, and I know you're probably wondering, why are you wearing white to someone else's wedding? Well, in Malaysia, it's not necessarily a sign of disrespect to be wearing white because they don't have the same cultural norms as we do maybe in America or in the West. But with that being said, the bride also said, you guys are going to be wearing white as a part of my wedding party. So I bought a white dress for her wedding. While this is a Malaysian wedding, this is also an Islamic wedding, so you'll see a lot of Islamic practices that you might see in other cultures. Right now, they're doing the prayer over the marriage, and everyone in the room was praying, and it also was an emotional moment for the bride and her mother who was sitting up front. After the ceremony was finished, it was time for photos. What I really loved about this wedding was that there were specific times set aside for everyone to get their pictures in. So if you wanted pictures with the bride and the groom, there was definitely time for that. And I felt like it made the wedding go even more seamlessly. If you haven't seen my last video, it's about my travels to Malaysia, and I was basically explaining why I'm even going to Malaysia for a wedding, how I know someone in Malaysia that's having a wedding. I explained that this is the wedding of my family's exchange student who we hosted back in 2014 from Malaysia. It was honestly kismet that we happened to be living in Southeast Asia at the same time that she was having her wedding, and so my mom and I were able to attend. Now, you also may see some other foreign faces in the crowd of family photos that we're taking together, and that's because her family has also hosted exchange students in Malaysia from countries like Germany and Finland. It was honestly so nice because it was like when worlds collide. Being an exchange student and being a part of the world of foreign exchange, it makes the world seem so much smaller the more people that you meet. After the ceremony was finished and everyone finished taking the photos, then it was time to change for the second half of the wedding. We're about to go get changed. I don't feel like I wore this one enough. Like, I just got in this one. It's okay. All the women in the wedding party went to go change into their second look, and this was the color of the second look. Now, I love this look on my skin. While everyone was setting up for the second half of the wedding, I went to get a closer look at the gifts that the bride and the groom gave to one another. I thought it was so cute how it was displayed in the front and how it just looked like a part of the decor, honestly. Then we got to the part where we were able to eat. So there were multiple food stands, so I just got a little bit of everything. I was getting fruit, I was getting cake, I was getting some chicken, and I tried it all. Here's me really loving the way that I wrapped my hijab this time. Like the first time around, I really didn't wrap it very well, but this look is it. I really loved it. We just did the photo booth. And then they give you 3 pictures. And then you put one of the photos in here, and then you sign the book. I thought this photo booth idea was actually adorable because it's a keepsake not only for the bride and groom, but also for the guests of the wedding. And of course, there was more food to be had. It was like a street food snack that was available, and it was really fun because I've never had this before. It's kind of like a crepe, and inside is like an oatmeal type thing, some cream style corn, and a little bit of sweetness. It was pretty good. Then the bride and groom revealed themselves again in new outfits as well. They looked like royalty. After taking a couple of more pictures, the bride and groom then went over to a special table in front of the room to eat their own meals. Surprisingly, my mom and I got invited to eat with them. I honestly was shocked. I didn't expect to sit up front with them. It honestly was such an honor. And here's where we sat, and it was beautifully decorated as well. It was such an unforgettable experience. And here is the beautiful cake design that they had sitting in the room during the wedding ceremony. It honestly was so pretty. And then they took some cute pictures cutting the cake, of course. Now, I had such an amazing time at this wedding, but by the end of the day, my feet were killing me. I was so ready to go home and change out of these shoes. But after we changed, we went out to the iCity theme park. Now, the iCity theme park was honestly so lit up and fun and full of colors and lights. I wanted to go here because it was across the street from the hotel we were staying in, so I was like looking forward to being here. My favorite part, hands down, was this sort of forest theme area. They had tall sunflowers that were lit up, and you really felt like you were in an electric forest. And that pretty much wrapped up my time here in Malaysia. Honestly, from beginning to end, it was such an amazing weekend and was filled with laughter, family, and lots of love. And before you know it, I was reboarding a plane to go from Malaysia back to Vietnam. And honestly, I'm excited to be back in Vietnam and to explore more of my city and what this country has to offer me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.